Risa TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we're taking a look at the new testing program for our students here in St. Clair County and across the state of Michigan. It's called the MStep program. To tell us all about it, my special guest is Dr. Joanne Hopper. She's the Director of Education Services here at St. Clair County, RISA. And Joanne, with any new test, and we saw this a few years ago when they implemented the MME and changes in the MEP, we weren't quite sure what kind of results we were going to get that first year. What's the state telling you about this year's MStep program?
Well, several things. First of all, they did some pilot testing in the last couple of years, so they have some indications of how students will do, in a smaller scale. But at this broad scale, with so many students in an online environment and just a huge shift overall for our schools, we're anticipating that we may not necessarily, we might be surprised by the results. We don't know. Hopefully positively surprised. Hopefully that kids are in environments online where they're making choices with drag and drop and they're using the keyboarding too, that kids are doing these skills at home and in school, so that won't be a barrier to getting their answers out. That's one of our concerns, is will the technology become a barrier to them answering the questions? So that's what we're going to be looking at. Hopefully the public will support Michigan schools because, as I said in yesterday's segment, we're really trying to move our testing to match and align with 21st century skills. We want our students to become critical thinkers and problem solvers and evaluators and synthesizers of information. So you can't just do that in a bubble answer, right? You can't just say, oh, A, B, C, D. So if we're trying to get those skills into place in our schools, we have to have an assessment that matches, and hopefully the public will understand this and support our schools as we move there.
Are any other states already doing this, or are we kind of at the beginning of this across the country?
There are two consortia of states, almost every state in the nation, all but two, and they have been working towards this for the past 2 or 3 years. So yes, there are other states that do this work. And there have also been online testing environments for a long time. Many of our schools use NWEA, for example, which is an online testing environment. So it's not that it's brand new for kids. So it's just that it's brand new for a whole state adapted assessment system.
More tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.